honestly, at this point, I was just thinking to myself, we may as well just make this guy want to completely uninstall. And sure enough, he shows up because, again, the only thing up for him is his wolves, and he's just dead. He's dead once again. Hey guys, just before the video begins, just want to explain a little bit about what's going on here. Basically, I wanted to go into a game in which I heavily invade and track and counter the enemy jungler in order to make it somewhat educational. So I kind of came up with this idea where I don't really farm my camps at all at any point in the game. I think this game I take 2 of my own camps. That is it for literally the entire game. The rest of it is from the enemy jungler. So I want to show you how I do this through tracking, through vision, through counting CS, but also this video is meant to just be fun. This was done in a non-ranked environment, so don't worry, I'm not just like ruining a ranked game because a master elo player is going to smurf against like a platinum or elo player. But overall, this is just meant to be fun and just meant to highlight really what you can do to another jungler if you're properly tracking and paying attention the entire time. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Pope out. Hey guys, Pope Sano here, just back with a quick gameplay. Now, look, I make this Hecarim not want to play League of Legends ever again. I thought it was really hilarious. You know, really, I was just trying to get this challenge done where I don't farm any of my camps all game and still try to win. And, you know, it kind of turns out to be educational and hilarious at the same time. So, I'm just going to show you this here. Playing Shaco against a Hecarim. Team decides to invade. Basically, you'll see this Hecarim does not get to play the game. I farm 2 of my own camps the entire game. So, yeah, this is pretty hilarious. Didn't see Hecarim, so I decided to place a box. I thought I was going to, you know, be able to start his Raptors, and you'll kind of see what happens here. We're just being patient. Team kind of starts to sneak up on him. We walk in, and yeah, he gets chunked a little bit. Gets chunked just below half, and as you'll see here, he thinks that we left, I guess, and so he comes back in. I hug the wall just to, you know, that's why he didn't start running away right away. Couldn't see me, and we get the 2 boxes down. So look, I realized he's gonna go and start his wolves here. Obviously, it's the only camp that he can possibly do, or he's gonna base, right? Either way, he's gonna be super late. So I'm thinking, hey, I'm just gonna walk straight through mid, and I'm gonna make it look like I am going to my red, but in fact, I'm just gonna go and meet him on blue because he's gonna be low. And as you'll see, Q over the wall, and sure enough, he is here. Place that box down. You just couldn't quite get the last auto attack. Really sad, actually. But we do pick up his blue buff, and this is just the start of the pain for Hecarim. So, you know, guys, what happens here? What can Hecarim do here? Right? His Gromp is up. He's done wolves. It's the only camp he's done so far this game. He is for sure going to his red, right? So instead of playing the game, I'm gonna go back to his red because I'm a Shaco player, and you know, sometimes you just like, when you play Shaco, sometimes he just makes you want to be kind of evil. Even though I'm the Pope, boys, even I can't resist trying to you know, mess around with people on Shaco. So obviously, I'm thinking this guy's going to his red. I was kind of surprised he didn't just come straight here. What I didn't realize right away was that he was doing Krugs. So in my head, I thought, oh, maybe he just went back to his bot side, but he did come top. And kind of screws me up here, but we're able to get like the big chunk of damage off on him here. And yeah, I knew he still wanted to mess with me here. And this is quite hilarious. Just Q over. And I knew he's obviously going to come and do his red, right? Like for sure he does, even though he's kind of low. It's a bit unfortunate how this works out, but as you'll see, we Q over and boop him. I tried to put the box down in time so that the red would aggro on there, but again, we're just out here to make Hecarim's life not that fun. So as you'll see, I know that his red buff is up. I'm checking 8 CS. So I knew that obviously from where he came, he's done Krugs. I believe that I do my blue buff here because I want level 3 before I go and meet Hecarim again. So I could have maybe just went and did his Raptors, but I really, the next time I saw Heka, I wanted to be level 3. And being that his red buff is up, the thing is, if he goes back to red, I'll meet him there. And if he goes to his bot side to get those camps, then I'll just take his top camps for free, you know? I see that there's easily a gank mid that I could be going for, but nah, like I want this dude. So I just walk up and just take his camp. So he's like, okay, what the heck? I saw that he had red buff already. So, you know, do I go for my own camps? Nah. We're gonna go back to the other side of the map. And I knew I could walk through because we do have bot lane priority. Now I'm thinking, okay, he went towards his bot side. His red, his Krugs, and his Raptors are down. So I just am doing the Gromp to kind of stall because I figured he would be, you know, onto the blue. And we guess right, or excuse me, onto the wolves and then to Gromp. We chunk him once again. So again, guys, I farmed one of my own camps this game. So the question is, right, where do we go? Guys, you know where I'm going. Yeah, we are going straight to his red buff. Now, I kind of walked down because I'm just being reckless. Like, I just crossed through mid, but I just walked down to just make it look like maybe I'm not going to his top side. But come on, at this point, like, you gotta know that I'm coming to mess with you. So yeah, I'm going to his Krugs here because that's the only camp that he has up. We know that just based on the CS tracking. Sure enough, he was walking straight through. I kind of used the vision. I checked afterwards, he didn't see me. We just used what we know about the Fog of War in order to get in here. And like, he's starting to get desperate, right? This is a bit of a desperate gank. And sure enough, I started hitting Hecarim here. I thought that Buddy would die sooner, but you know, we get the counter gank off, and Hecarim goes down here. So yeah, I have more of Hecarim's camps than he has of his own camps, and I've only farmed one of my own camps this game. So like, I'm absolutely, at this point, guys, I'm laughing so hard. Like, I'm just crying at this point. Like, I'm literally just having such a blast. Mess up my auto attack there, but whatever, man, whatever. We're just trying to make sure that Heka has absolutely no fun. So I'm like, oh yeah, his Raptors will be up, right? So we kind of walk around here. And I'm thinking that I'll just, you know, queue over and check. He's not here. He shows mid, right? So we see him there. Which obviously we know that he came from his bot side now. So I can just take this camp. So both of his topside camps are now mine. And this is perfect timing because what do we see spawning? His blue buff. That's right. If you guys are thinking we can go to his blue, you're absolutely right. We can go straight to this guy's blue. And so we just walk through mid because apparently no one cares. I see the pink ward. No one cares. And we literally just, like, we know he's down here. And sure enough, he shows up, just completely ignoring the fact that I'm here. He should know I'm here anyway. We just wait. He smites. The second he smites, you know, I throw up. Of course, I got to throw up the thumbs up because, you know, he smited. So we're gonna come in, take his camp, auto, auto, auto. We have the slow with red buff and the passive on our E, and of course he goes down. So again, he got his wolves. So on this whole rotation of his camps, he got his wolves and his red, I think, right? So yeah. You know, I drop a box. I could have probably just based, but I wanted to drop a box, not because I thought wolves were there, but because I wanted the vision just to see where he was going next. But again, like here, I'm going towards his top side with vision and his bot side, thinking that I can definitely mess with him. But guys, like, this is kind of hilarious because it shows how through tracking, vision, we know exactly where Hecarim is going to be at all points in the game. So I'm just trying to get to his Krugs ASAP because I want to mess with him, right? I want to fight this guy. Oh yeah, I do peel off just because I'm thinking, okay, well this guy is obviously 3 HP, by the way. This guy has already done his camps for sure. So anyway, come in. Like, okay, where is he? He did show up on the map a second. It was like a half a second before we leap over the wall, or we blink over the wall. But again, his red buff's up, so we're just waiting for a Q at this point, because he's gonna be doing it, right? Like, obviously. So we show up again. This guy probably is so upset right now. I shouldn't have dropped Ignite there. I thought that, I don't know, it was just wishful thinking. I was thinking that maybe my E would have done more damage, but again, like now he just has to leave, and we're just gonna take all his camps once more. So he took his Krugs on this rotation so far, and that's it. We've taken red and his Raptors now. And boys, y'all already know where I'm going. So here I just decide to try to gank Yasuo because, well, you know, he's kind of in my way. He did juke me out with that wind wall. It was actually kind of a nice wind wall on his part because I thought he was throwing his Q, so I tried to ult his Q. That's what I was looking for there. I wasn't sure where he was. I knew his Gromp was going to be up here pretty soon, and so we, you know, I'm like, I'm thinking this guy's actually probably been smart, because like what he should do here, if you guys are wondering, he should literally just go to my top side. Because if I'm following him across the map like this for 10 straight minutes, completely relentless, not letting him play the game at all, then he needs to abandon his like typical path and just go somewhere else. Like, really, that's going to be to my top side. Because if he's tracking my CS, which he clearly isn't, then he can find ways relatively easy to counter gank. And here he is. He gets chunked a little bit. And so, of course, like, I'm not going to go for his Gromp. Nah, this guy's messing around in my side of the jungle, you know? So, of course, we try to go fight him. And we boop him. He's dead again. This guy is just having no fun whatsoever. I was thinking I could maybe fight here. If Yasuo decided to kind of walk up towards the tri-brush, then sure. But instead, I'm like, nah. So here, I remember I was in Discord with a friend, and I remember kind of consciously thinking, can't remember if I said it or not, but I was like, you know, I could let this guy, or I could go to his Krugs, but yeah, I'll just take Rift Herald here, I'll kind of be nice. But the thing is, he shows up on, you see the vision here, obviously, he shows up, yep. And so I know that I can do Herald and take his Krugs. So again, guys, jungle tracking, vision, like, you see how really I'm absolutely, like, this is disgusting what I'm doing to this Hecarim. In fact, it probably is like, probably breaks the Geneva Convention in some way, shape, or form. He ganks bottom. Again, complete desperation play. Does kind of work out for him, but, you know, because I can't necessarily just go punish him, I'm trying to like look towards mid or something here, thinking that Riven would, you know, use something to try to get on top of this guy. She waits about 18 years for her Q to use her Qs. Like her Qs could, you know, vote and join the military and stuff like that before she used them, so it's all good. But again, just use it as a way to transition towards the bottom side, and of course, like we're an absolute rascal this game, so we're gonna wait for Hecarim to come back. Honestly, at this point, I was just thinking to myself, we may as well just make this guy want to completely uninstall. And sure enough, he shows up because, again, the only thing up for him is his wolves, and he's just dead. He's dead once again. Zeri, of course, is thinking, bro, what are you doing to this guy? She starts pinging my bounty. Like, she starts to ping Hecarim a little more later. I screw up my Q over the wall, just ignore that. I don't make any mistakes ever, so if you're wondering if that was a mistake, it wasn't. Not in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, we just drop Herald. Really, the only reason why I'm dropping Herald here is because it's close to 14 minutes, and you know, just want the plates really. But then I'm instantly basing, and I'm like, yo, I gotta get out ASAP as quick as possible to Hecarim's topside. You know, all my camps are level 1, guys. Why would I farm my own camps? I think here I do take blue buff. I don't know why. This game was so ridiculous. I'm just laughing so hard the whole time. Decided to take blue buff here. Yeah, but why would I take my own camps? They're level 1. This is what you can do to people, guys. I have like over 20 CS on this guy, and we're sharing the camps, right? And they're his camps. Like, this is this is the funny thing. This is the amazing thing about it. So yeah, you know, drop a ward on his Raptors because I wasn't sure if he was going to go to that first. Like, who knows, right? He could really go to any of these camps first. I'm thinking, is he on his Krugs? Like, where's this guy? So I just decided to start the red buff. Sure enough, he shows up, Riven, and I kind of mess with him. He has to ult away. Yasuo's like, bruh, I cannot help you. Just, I'm sure Yasuo's like, yo, just leave. I cannot help you. And once again, that's gonna be like all his camps. Like, if you're this Hecarim, do you ever not ban Shaco ever again? Like, I felt so bad for this guy. Decide to look top here, but of course my Shen is a smorf, so we're just gonna help this guy shove out a little bit and just base, because I want to get back down to the opposite side. So you see me pinging his camps. I'm like, I was actually kind of sad. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have, you know, looked top. I should have just instantly based and just gone to mess with Hecarim once more. But you see, I have over, yeah, and there's a CS. I have over double his CS. Like, this Hecarim probably has never played a game again. And yeah, guys, that's how we do it. All right, guys, leave a like to pray up for my boy Hecarim, and sub to the channel if you want to see more of this type of hilarious content. You know, I should probably do a guide, actually, like, what do you do when you're getting invaded like this? That would probably be super helpful. And I'm going to do another guide on how to invade. Like, if you want to do this to a jungler, I'm going to show you how. All right, guys, again, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment, even really close to 1K subs. Let's get there. Pope Paisano out.